It's the NFL on EA Sports, and this one features Trevor Lawrence. He got his reps in last week, finishing with over 300 passing yards. It's the Giants and the Seahawks on Monday night.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense, and it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
When the Seahawks named Smith the starter last season, it gave him an opportunity he wasn't sure he would get again. And then he became one of the best quarterbacks in football and sustained it across a full 17 games, winning Comeback Player of the Year. Saved his career with last season and keeps the Seahawks as true contenders.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run with the second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fights through him. Oh, fighting off the defender. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by a man who took that huge jump everyone had hoped for in year 2. One of the game's brightest young stars, and that's Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations in high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and he's doing everything in his power to follow through.
Lawrence's throw brought in by Bellinger. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From midfield now, Lawrence. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
And I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I keep pressing it downfield.
And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence, and he doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game, and who's to say that it won't happen the way he's doing it right now.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. Now 2nd and 9. Lawrence now off the bootleg. And that's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and is pumped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throw out wide to Walker. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
They go play action with Lawrence. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Now Lawrence. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 33. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 14 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt, they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Lawrence. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. From the 50, it's Smith. Setting up the screen here, this is Walker. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. They snap it to Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Quick slant to Brown. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2. Throwing is Smith. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Giants will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The possession switching back to the New York Giants. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Lawrence. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He's got space past the 25, and he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And to throw again is Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throws out left, it's caught by Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. He dumps it off to Barkley. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Evans here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Lawrence will throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down. Again, it's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Now Lawrence. That is into the hands of Hawkinson downfield. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight-line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the Seahawks 10-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Mario Edwards Jr. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that drive was going pretty darn well. 3 previous times, converted on 3rd down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said, enough of that.
Tucker's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Pass incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given them a lot to think about, a lot of different looks.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And that one too wide and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Lawrence's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Lawrence. It's Williams on the catch. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brendan, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. Play action. It's Smith. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
So still 14 yards to go. Second down.
Now Smith. Open man right side, Myers. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Smith.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
To the air again, Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
And a yard at the 46-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Seattle.
Smith. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7.
Now 2nd and 3.
At the 35-yard line.
Now it's the rookie from UCLA, Zach Charbonnet.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now out come the Giants.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down.
In trouble, and he's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Now Geno on first down.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And Smith, this throw finds Smith and Jigba.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And Smith's throw complete here to his receiver Brown.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Smith throwing again. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started in the place dubbed America's finest city, San Diego, California, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, well over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run as well. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They'll run with ETN.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
Flushed out right.
Lawrence hit him, the ball is free.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, Make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba.
Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
At the 24-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Seattle.
Smith and Jigba with the grab.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Giants' 24-yard line.
Here's Smith. And that'll be incomplete.
They're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
Here's Walker.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 and the 19.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal.
It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder.
Myers' kick is good,
and that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The New York set to take the field.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. On 1st down, Lawrence. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And
he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They go play action with Lawrence. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice gain there for a first down.
Up the middle with Barkley. Oh, a heck of a move. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop his shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Second and 8 coming from the 19. On play action, Lawrence. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On third down, Lawrence. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So he's got another field goal, his fourth now in the game. He's making it look easy out there.
He certainly is, and they're always aiming for a swing of the leg that repeats under pressure, right? So nothing's different. He's got that right now because confidence is breeding confidence.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Myers. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Smith. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Straight ahead, Walker.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back to Walker on first down.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They'll toss this out right to Walker.
This time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Geno now to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. Over the middle, finding Smith-Njigba. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. That's caught left side, Myers with it. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This is 3rd and goal. This Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Now Geno. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jacoby Myers. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Now ETN to start the drive. Ooh, the juke. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Uchenna Nwosu, his 2nd sack of the night.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. It's Barkley on the counter. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mario Edwards Jr. able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Smith on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On 2nd and 10, Smith.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Throwing now is Geno. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw brought in by Bellinger.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
On the Seahawks 1-yard line.
Etienne. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal.
Now Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
2 yards.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, Smith. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Seahawks.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game,
is down to the next snap.
Smith's going to throw it.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on fourth, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Keeps himself and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
1-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and it will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So Geno and the Seahawks down by 5, less than 90 seconds to go. Here's Smith, needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Smith, and his throw finds Smith and Jigba. With the crowd here at MetLife Stadium in full roar. 3rd down. Gets this complete to Smith and Jigba. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Smith. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Smith to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dexter Lawrence bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.